thought about it a little bit. I really should check the other filter capacitor to do the parallel thing. So we are switched on. Here's my capacitor. These are in the very same way. This is the other. Don't expect this to do anything. I think that really proves that this thing is just not producing the hum that we're hearing. So, a couple possibilities. I have heard hums in stuff that went away when controls were cleaned, but that's not so common. I moved all of these controls all over the place and it never really made the hum go totally away. There could be a ground connection which is faulty somewhere. This is a professionally built, this is meant to take pretty heavy duty. It's a little hard to understand how that would happen. For instance, they're not going to rely on some kind of weird connection to like a spring-loaded contact or something like that for a ground connection. Something like this. It's going to be fairly well done. There are these flat ribbon cables that are traveling through here and I think through here. The ribbon cable, maybe the contacts have become bad somewhere. I wouldn't give that too much of a chance either. Bad solder joint somewhere. I think this adds up to I should flex these boards a little bit and just see what might happen. Put my headphones back on here. Bit of a strong pusher. Geez, I'm back to look what I'm doing. I'm back to hunting for stuff by pushing things. I don't give this much chance of hope, Not much hope. I can see little capacitors through this opening here. This might be full of hum-drowning stuff, any one of which might I don't think there's any value in this. I would say we're listening to the output coming out of it. The output is coming through this board. So if I want to do kind of like where's the hum start, I have to trace it back. I could use signal tracing and listen in various places further and further up the line until I don't hear this buzz anymore. That's kind of hopeless. I haven't got any idea what to touch or anything in here. This one, by the way, this board is the LED level indicators. There's a chip down here. This one has got a chip here, here, and here. 3 chips. Same with this. These are the equalizer boards. This one here is the volume. Why is there only one channel? Oh, that's because that's all we're listening to. All we got it plugged into back here. Okay, that's a volume down. It's pretty hum-free at this point, isn't it? Turn the volume up. So that means the hum is coming into this board ahead of the volume control. Ahead, what's that mean? That means the signal that's being presented to this board is carrying the hum. Where is that signal coming from? We're talking about is down here. Sub 1, sub 2 and main. That's the board there. And you see when you turn these volumes down, they don't really go to 0, they just go down to -60. But if I move the output plug that's feeding into the audio you're listening to, then I did this, I get the same thing as this. Strong hum. Strong hum. Now, so all these are down. About noisy controls. So one of these is not making proper contact. It can, instead of being a low impedance circuit, it can open up, become a high impedance circuit, and then just start acting like an antenna. We're plugged into sub 2, so if I turn all these to sub 1, you still hear the hum. Mic gains don't do anything because we're listening to the other. Let's switch from the regular output to the monitor and hear what the monitor output sounds like. Just on account I haven't done that. And okay, everybody watch your ears here. Monitor out pre-equalizer. Okay, that sounds good. Let's try that. Out. Let's try these other outputs here. That's sub 1. Hey, no hum. Sub 2, that's got the hum on it because so what? I think I might hear it on sub 2. Sub 1 monitor. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, of course. That's part of the fun. monitor. Ooh, there's a main controller here. A broken one. Don't know how it's set. The hum is everywhere. I'm going to short these two leads. I'm going to connect them together. I'm going to do away with the spring there. But having them in and open. Just can't imagine this is a bad thing to do. What? Huh? What? What did he say? Can't imagine. What? Yeah, it wasn't particularly the best thing to do. Interesting result. That was the reverb box. Okay, so where's the reverb? Oh my god. Curious why that made that noise. Just shorted it out. Not sure what I was proving there. Set all these back to sub 1, sub 2 in the middle. So every input is feeding full sub 1, sub 2. This monitor deal. Turn all the mic gains down. One mic gain up. The monitor up. Okay, gotta stop and think some more. Okay, so now I'm thinking, just gonna plug in my microphone here properly. Okay, so now I'm thinking maybe the way I have this, plugged in to my computer and the preamp on my video system, maybe that's not right. Maybe maybe I should try a different way to get sound out of a speaker. So I'm going to do that. And, because I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm not a sound guy. I don't know all the issues around high impedance, low impedance, all that kind of stuff. And perhaps I've set it up so that it's produces a hum. So I'm plugging it into the, you can see my washed out hands here. Plugging this into my stereo here in the shop. Just one side. And so in that case, it's just going to play out of speakers. Might be a little even hard to hear the hum, but we'll see. So I have it plugged into the auxiliary input on a standard home stereo here. Let's turn it up a bit. You can hear a darn thing there, which always worries me. I had it turned up pretty high. So we'll switch this back on because I switched it off. Okay, it's on. Make sure I'm in the output. I'm making a dumb mistake. Monitor output. So we were listening to that hum. And I'm going to need some kind of an input. Well, not to check for hum. Not to check for hum. So the hum should be there right now. Wow, I turned my stereo right up full. Okay, there it is. Hoping you can hear that. Pretty much whatever I hear, you can hear. Okay, let's plug it into a standard outlet here. Click pop, click pop. Okay, and I'm going to turn down my stereo volume here so I don't. Let's see, the light is on. Turn it up. Turn it way up. There's nothing. Just a little bit of hum. Now I'd have to put some program material through this to see if this hum is even high enough. Maybe it's not even high enough to worry about. Okay, program material. Let's get Mr. Old Faithful out here. And, okay, I got to hunt for a couple of chords here, so let me do that. Okay, changed my mind on the using the radio. This thing's really meant to have microphones plugged into it, so I'm going to put on my headphones here. Okay, and I'm going to unplug the right. Plug the right back into number 1. You can see the microphone right there. Okay. Number 1. Monitor. I'm listening to my speakers. Okay. Got my amp turned up. Mic gain. Okay, let's go back to sub 1 on the output. Sub 1. This ranks as sub 1. Oh, my other microphone is right next to my fingers. In case I need a drum roll. Sub 1. Mic up full. Mic's plugged into 1. Output. Okay, I'm going to switch over to one of these two here on the output. Okay, got sub 1 happening. Oh, there we go. Okay, now this seems to have made a pretty good difference. That's something you don't hear too often in here. So, okay, great. The hum is not coming from this input. There's a touch of hum. Touch of hum I can hear. Squeaky. The hum appears to be coming into here, wherever this is, from somewhere. Yeah, that's pretty good, eh? I got that really figured out. Hey. Send return. Okay, so sending a signal out to some piece of equipment. Return. A little extra hum there. What's that telling me? What if I take the return? Send return. Let me short it out. Get my handy dandy shorter here. On the return. Volume up full on return. I don't hear any clicking or anything, so again, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. Monitor. We're not listening to the monitor. Still don't really know what this master does. The master, probably what you do is you set all these individual controls here based on your various inputs and microphones and how you want them. Then you can turn the whole gangbuster up or down with this guy, which I can't really turn very well. So a little unknown as to what impact this might have. Or where it's set. We're getting better though. It really does sound like a power supply hum, doesn't it? Okay, so we know it's not coming from any of these inputs. Looks like it might have something to do with this board here, because I know in the back now there's a long board here. You know, there's a board here, 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 and here. We've never seen these lights go on. Let me turn up the main. This is main here. Oh. What did I do? Main. Main sounds like that's where we should really be plugged in, doesn't it? Let's put this into main. 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 Whoa. Main. What did I just do? Stereo patch. Monitor, main equalizer in. Plug it in all over the place here. Maybe there's something I can read up on these things. This is main. Main. No main. It's almost certainly because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't have the volume up on my amp. Repeat. Sub 1 still coming up. Even though it says sub 2 here. Either one. Well, that sounds like a main sort of thing, doesn't it? Sub 1 or sub 2. Even though it's got brackets sub 2. Okay, I'm totally lost. Could be the hum level is would only be an issue in certain applications, depending upon how you connect this up to whatever it is you're doing. And I mean, it'd be nice to have no hum whatsoever. I'm sure that's the intention here. I still have it connected into a high impedance input on my amp, probably 50K input. It could be that this thing is designed to go into a low impedance, and low impedance being much less hum sensitive because of low impedance of that antenna. So maybe I've just got it plugged into an inappropriate piece of equipment, and it's just really sensitive to the hum. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing. So, hey, nothing new in that. I think I'm going to stop at this point and think about going through and cleaning up all the controls. You know, and that might even eliminate the hum. There's an outside chance on that. Think about how to do that, because this thing cannot be used the way it is. It's too scratchy everywhere. Power off, volume down, video stop. Driving everybody crazy with this. See you later.